Dear Misty, why were you kicked out of college? I thought I've actually answered this one before, but I'll tell it to you again. I went to a Christian college, and it's the world's largest charismatic Pentecostal Christian college. It's called Oral Roberts University, and it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And when you went to ORU, you actually signed an honor code, which means you will not break the honor code. You will not smoke, you will not, lots of things. Get pregnant, for example. A lot of girls got kicked out for being pregnant. One of those things was being a homosexual. I knew I was gay since I was 9 years old. I've been fighting it since I was 9. I tried to get delivered many, many times. And I actually chose RU because I wanted to be healed. I wanted to be delivered. I wanted to be normal. And my senior year, I mentioned this in detail in another video, but I basically, long story short, became comfortable with the fact that I was gay, and no matter how much I prayed, God wasn't going to heal me, because God made me the way I am for a purpose, for a reason, and God doesn't make mistakes. And so I started to come to terms with it. By the way, I also started going to gay bars. And if I could do college all over again, one of the biggest things I wouldn't have done, I probably still would have went to ORU, but one of the biggest things I wouldn't have done is I wouldn't have been such a social butterfly. Meaning, the 4 years that I was there, I put much more emphasis on being popular than studying. And I would not have done that. And that's part of the reason I got kicked out, because when I was in a gay bar, there were several ministries at ORU, one of which, I think it was called Manna, was a street ministry, and they would go around and pass out tracts, which are Christian, like pamphlets and comics, that they would, like chick tracts, that they would, you know, say basically you're going to hell or whatever, get saved, and street witness, and offer, you know, to help people find Jesus and whatever on the street. And there was a big group of people praying for the gay bar, laying hands on the building, praying that it closed and that everyone inside find Jesus or whatever. And here I come walking out holding the guy I was seeing at the time's hand, literally caught red-handed, being in a bar, holding a guy's hand. And the next morning I got called to the dean's office at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was told to leave that day because I broke the honor code. And when you go to a school or anything like that where you actually sign an honor code and you know that you signed it and you break it, there's nothing you can do. So yeah, I went to Dean Boyd and Jackie Fuquay's office, and they were like, peace. And that's it. But that was many years ago. I heard through a friend of mine that many things have changed at ORU. Like, for example, you had to wear a shirt and tie to everything on campus. The cafeteria. The only building you didn't have to wear a shirt and tie to was the gym. I can't remember what the gym was called. There was a huge building that included everything. The pool, the gym, all the workout, the track, all the tennis courts, all the racquetball courts, everything. But it was the aerobic center. The only building you didn't have to go to in your shirt and tie was the aerobic center. You had to go anywhere else on campus except for the dorm. You had to wear your shirt and tie. And I heard that's not even the case anymore. And I've heard that there are some openly homosexual students there, although I bet they're pretty closeted. However, I heard that you can't get kicked out for that anymore. But it fiercely happened to me and many, many, many other people before me and after me. Yeah, so I went to a Christian college and got kicked out. And I never graduated. Ever. My life sucks. Loving you, Easy.